Good evening. This is All India Radio Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says New India is overcoming challenges of the past and growing rapidly. Nagaland Government constitutes district-level committee for implementation of compensation to victims of hit-and-run motor accident scheme 2022. Nagaland Government sets limit of two-wheeler taxis in all the districts. And 14th Inter-District Catch Them Young tournament begins in Kohima. Now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi laid the foundation stone of two hydropower projects at Chamba in Himachal Pradesh and also flagged off the inaugural run of the new Vande Bharat Express from Una to New Delhi. The Prime Minister said the government is not only working to fulfill the needs of the people, but also aiming to realize their hopes and aspirations with utmost dedication and force. Modi said the focus of the government is to boost regional connectivity and to ensure the availability of digital facilities up to their maximum potential. He said the new India is overcoming the challenges of the past and growing rapidly. He added that a government of double engine is providing modern facilities of the 21st century to the people, pointing out the need for skill and innovation institutions across the country. The Prime Minister said that it is our biggest priority today to hone the skills and potential of the youth. Nagaland Government has constituted a district-level committee in each district for implementation of compensation to victims of hit-and-run motor accident scheme 2022. The district-level committee will be headed by the Deputy Commissioner as the Claims Settlement Commissioner and Subdivisional Officer, Superintendent of Police or Deputy Superintendent of Police, Chief Medical Officer of the district and Regional Transport Officer or District Transport Officer as members. The committee has been assigned to evaluate the progress of implementation of the scheme in the concerned districts and take corrective steps wherever necessary. The committee has also been entrusted to raise awareness about the rights available to claimants and the provisions of compensation under the scheme. Nagaland Government has set a limit of two-wheeler taxis in all the districts of the state. In a notification issued today, the government set the ceiling limit for Dimapur district at 200, while for Kohima the limit is set at 150. The order also set the limit of two-wheeler taxis in Mukukchung at 75 and 50 each in Mon, Pek, Tuensang Boka and Zunuputo. Nagaland Public Service Commission (NPSC) has informed that the online application form for State Civil Services Examination 2022 will be available from the 14th of October and will be open till 31st of October. The Commission informed that the existing users of NPSC services from the earlier Nagaland District portal have been migrated to the NPSC portal. Such existing users may log in to the NPSC portal with their district credentials. It also informed that a preliminary examination is scheduled to be held on 26th of November. Further, all intending candidates are advised to apply online much before the closing date and not to wait till the last date to avoid the possibility of disconnection, inability or failure to log on to the website on account of heavy load on internet or website jam. The Commission also informed that any issue or complaints must be settled on or before the last date of submission of application form and that no complaints will be entertained thereafter. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. Rural Development Department today organized a one-day orientation training on People's Plan campaign on Gram Panchayat Development Plan GPDP. Commissioner and Secretary Rural Development Nuposo Telio said the purpose of GPDP is to avoid duplication of schemes among different departments implementing their own schemes, but the ministry has directed to have a common planning body. Telio shared the need for setting up a village planning and facilitation team and Gram Panchayat Planning Facilitation Team for proper functioning of GPDP. Altogether, 23 officials, including 14 from different line departments, attended the training. Deputy Commissioner Woka Ajit Kumar Ranjan has said all the Atar Centre operational under Woka district would now be functional as Ayushman Card Generation Centre. The Deputy Commissioner said this has been initiated to expand the coverage of Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, Ayushman cards in Woka, and to facilitate the beneficiaries in obtaining the cards, including Aadhaar verification. Ranjan said the beneficiaries of PMJAY may, in addition to the empaneled PMJAY hospitals, obtain PMJAY Ayushman cards from the Aadhaar centres of Deputy Commissioner Office Woka and Additional Deputy Commissioner Office Pandari. The Deputy Commissioner further informed that the Aadhaar Centre would enable Aadhaar corrections to match the entries in the beneficiary's identification system and will also act as permanent kiosks for registration and e-card generation for Chief Minister's Health Insurance Scheme for all the eligible populations covered under the scheme. Along with the rest of the world, the Nagaland State Disaster Management Authority (NSDMA) celebrated International Day for Disaster Risk Reduction in Kohima today. A brief program was held where Deputy Commissioner and Chairman District Disaster Management Authority Shanavas C. addressed the gathering. Students from 10 schools were invited to play a game called Mithun Garavan. The Mithun Garavan is an adopted version of the Japanese Iza Kiru Caravan, where children learn about disaster prevention. The activity was held to make the students understand the concept of disaster risk reduction by making disaster prevention activities more familiar and more enjoyable. The Entrepreneurs Associates EA, in partnership with Capri Global Capital Limited CGCL, handed out zero-interest loans to 15 women beneficiaries at Mugukchung today. Junior Engineer, Public Health and Engineering Department, Nangshi Jilla Longchar encouraged the beneficiaries to work hard with zeal and determination. She said the locals should take up entrepreneurship to the next level. Longchar also toiled on the need to save for future needs. She also called upon the gathering to differentiate between wants and needs and added that it is not important how one spends, but it is important how one saves. Zonal Head of EA Mugukchung, Moa Renla, said that this was the fourth assistance to women street vendors in Mugukchung since its inception in 2017. Moa further informed interested women entrepreneurs to avail the interest-free from EA. The 14th Inter-District Catch Them Young Tournament 2022 got underway at Indira Gandhi Stadium, Kohima today. The tournament was declared open by Principal Secretary to the Chief Minister and Development Commissioner A.S. Padia. Speaking at the inaugural function, Padia said, "Sports teaches people things that could not be learned from books." He said through sports, one can learn a lot of life skills on how to perform in a team and understand the strengths and weaknesses in partnership. Padia also urged all the participants to maintain the 3 required international ethics in sports: discipline, hard work, and dedication. Padia said, besides learning, the government is also giving effort to identify young and talented kids to groom them perform well at all levels. President Nagaland Sepak Takraw Association, Roko Kire, lauded the Youth Resource and Sports Department for allowing Sepak Takraw to develop from grassroots level through the conduct of this inter-district Catch Them Young tournament. And now 20 News, here are the main points again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says New India is overcoming challenges of the past and growing rapidly. Nagaland Government constitutes district-level committee for implementation of compensation to victims of hit-and-run motor accident scheme 2022. Nagaland Government sets limit of 2-wheeler taxis in all the districts. And the 14th Inter-District Catch Them Young tournament begins in Kohima. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.